a matchup to determine the baddest man on the planet. The UFC heavyweight title is on the line. Well, for a long time, he's been mentioned with the baddest men on the planet. For a long time, though, the title fight eluded him. Not anymore. Here he is, the #1 heavyweight contender, finally making this walk and cracking a smile. He's waited a long time for this. He's not expecting a 25-minute war. He believes he has the power and the skills to get this thing done quickly. I guess we'll find out. All right, so here he is making his way to the octagon for another heavyweight title defense. This has been the baddest man on the planet now for several years, and he has taken on all comers more often than not, leaving them twitching on the canvas, knockout power for days. The question is tonight, with a challenge like this, can he walk out the way he came in as the undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world? Our tale of the tape for this heavyweight championship fight. More than 5 years apart, with similar height and some differences in reach. To get us started with the official introductions, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon, Herb Dean. This is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, it's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a jiu-jitsu fighter holding a professional record of 34 wins, 10 losses, 1 draw, and 1 no contest. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 240 pounds. Fighting out of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, introducing the challenger, Antonio Minotauro. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a wrestler holding a professional record of 20 wins, 4 losses. He stands 6 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 240 pounds. Fighting out of Independence, Ohio, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Stipe.
For the championship. You can do your instruction in the dressing room. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions. You will have a clean fight. Touch gloves, just make it fun.
Ready. Ready to fight.
All right, here we go. Another big night for the MMA leader from Las Vegas, Nevada's T-Mobile Arena. There were a lot of seminal moments in this building. I can think of one.
It was a big one for me at UFC 226. But John, also UFC 200, I got to stand across the cage from Anderson Silva. in that arena. This is a place where big fights happen. And tonight, you get to stand amongst the legends at the T-Mobile Arena.
Oh, and he connects there. Pretty nice punch there.
Great job finding the range to land those punches.
Very nice leg kick there by the heavyweight Miocic. Stuffs the takedown, no problem. Miocic has got the tie clinch now. And they separate. Nogueira's now dealing with a cheek cut.
I gotta see some more strikes from you. Come on, let those hands go. Keep your hands up.
Look at him working at trying to shut the liver down. Beautiful body kick. Game of inches right there, boy. Wow. It was good night if that landed. Nice kick.
Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense?
Put him down.
Look at him drive his shin into his opponent's body with that body kick.
Moving to his left now. Just over 3 minutes to go. And he connects with a punch there. We'll see if there's more where that came from.
Boxing, boxing, boxing. And everything's landing with so much power.
Take him down.
Oh, beautiful straight right hand.
Tá bem, mexe, respira, vai.
Well, he's been good tonight, but he missed with that one.
Respira, se mexe, manda ver.
All right, he engages in the single collar tie.
Right hand punch from the clinch.
And a nice job at least staying upright on that. Stuffs the takedown, no problem.
Oh!
Not tapping out tonight. Under 2 minutes now to go. Oh, massive head kick there. We'll see if he can finish. Oh! So just over 20 total strikes have landed for Stipe. Big knee there. Knee to the body. Single collar tie there. Scramble right there. Beautiful transition. The right hand just misses. Single collar tie now. And now they are throwing both sides with conviction. Now some uppercuts.
He better move, John. He cannot take these uppercuts from this position.
45 seconds remain in the round. Oh, collar tie. Man, that cut has really opened up.
Powerful leg kick lands.
Miocic's shot is blocked.
Stand tight, stand tight. Get the double leg. Double legs there. Double leg. Tudo bem, vai com garra. Anda.
20 seconds to go in round one. 15 seconds remain in the round. All right, so both fighters now sort of struggling for position here in the clinch. When you find yourself in this situation, what do you do to get out of it?
Anytime it's very tough, anytime you're chest to chest, you have nowhere to go, I think to myself, underhook. Whoever's winning the underhook is winning the clinch battle.
All right, well, his kicking game was outstanding in that round. We'll see if his opponent can make the adjustments, but take us through the replays before we get there.
It's always weird to watch a young fighter start to come into his own. Early in his career, he did not have this ability. He did not have the ability to dictate and control fights with his legs. Now he does, and he looks like a future champion in the making.
All right, here we go as our next round gets underway. His strong leg packs so much power that even when he doesn't throw it full throttle, you see he's able to inflict damage. We'll see if he can keep it going here in this round.
He doesn't throw it full power, but even when he feints it, he draws out reactions from his opponents because they don't want to get hit with any more of those kicks. It's a sight to behold. Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range.
All right, he'll engage in a single collar tie. Well, defense doesn't necessarily win championships in MMA, but he's doing a nice job blocking these shots.
He's not allowing his opponent to get any damage off on him by blocking all these attacks.
Well, it's one thing to have length, it's another thing to use it, and he does it as well as anyone. Nice kick there by Nogueira. Oh, right hand, yes.
Yes! That's what I'm talking about.
So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are gonna take their toll as this fight goes on.
Oh, big punch lands. Look at him chopping the wood. Chop the wood with those leg kicks.
Nice. Keep moving. And then take shot. Now, take shot.
All right, he engages in a single collar tie here.
Oh, man, look at that. Picture perfect. Got to the leg, got to his position, got another beautiful takedown.
Strong bottom work here, staying busy. All right, operating inside the closed guard now. Miocic's pass is denied. Just over 3 minutes to go. Miocic gets back up, back into his comfort zone. Beautiful diving strike lands. Man, doesn't take a lot of these kicks to produce redness. Look at the left side of his body there, nasty. Oh, trying to pass here, but Dikembe Mutombo style, he gets denied.
Blocked! Great job blocking that pass by the bottom fighter.
Nogueira's has got full mount now. Oh, his opponent's squirming like a fish out of water now. The ground and pound is on point. This could very well be the beginning of the end.
This could be the beginning of the end. We've seen some really good ground and pound fighters. This young man is as good as any you've ever seen.
Nicely done there as he forces the miss from his opponent. Well, he's got his back now. Under 2 minutes now in round two. Nogueira's right back to the full mount here. How fun is this to watch as he continues to dole out damage with the ground and pound?
Take it back to the days of guys like Mark Coleman, just beating people up in the ground and pound. This guy is a throwback fighter, and he's very fun to watch.
Yeah, the Godfather would be proud. Oh, excellent pressure here from top position by Nogueira. Solid strike on the ground.
He's putting him in exactly the positions he needs to be in right now. He's able to relax here, and he understands, being a veteran of so many fights, that as long as he's on top, he's winning. He feels like he's winning here.
Nogueira's got the full mount. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent, you gotta be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Oh, nice job working hard, posting, and getting back up. Well, his corner was pretty urgent after round one. A little bit lackluster there in that opening round. He has certainly picked up the pace here, and as a result, he has taken control of this second round.
I mean, he's cutting them down to size with these beautiful leg kicks.
All right, listen, I need you to start working hard, baby. Takedown for this.
30 seconds now to go in the round.
Down. Go now.
A Effective punch there by the heavyweight Miocic. Staying busy here in the clinch.
Uppercuts are coming.
He better start moving. He cannot stand here and eat these uppercuts.
10 seconds to go in the round. Leg kick checked nicely by Nogueira. Now he touches him with the left. Well, what a round it was, especially from a striking standpoint. DC, take us through.
High-level striking. I mean, this is what people come through the doors to see. Two men stand on a quarter, chest to chest, forehead to forehead, and let it all fly. I'm surprised nobody went out, but it does excite me for the next round.
Ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here we go with this third round of this championship fight.
I mean, look at the commitment to kicking in this fight.
Punch is blocked. Nogueira gets hit by that leg kick. May not be a bad idea to start to check some of these. Well, just as he did in the previous round, continuing to land a high number of strikes here, and he hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down. Scary, scary proposition for the opponent. And he lands a punch there. Pretty good connection by him.
Great connection. He's in a great flow right now. Oh, he hurt it bad with a jab.
Nogueira gets touched by that leg kick attempt.
That right hand landed.
Oh, significant strike attempt there, but a huge block.
Nogueira's face is a hot mess, man. That cut on his cheek is getting worse by the minute and worse with every strike landed by his opponent. All right, he closes the distance, gets the single collar tie.
Right hand punch to the clinch. Another punch to the head. He's really turning every part of himself into those strikes to the head.
And back to his feet. Oh, that diving punch landed. All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
Pretty good work with the strikes here off of his back by Nogueira. Just over 3 minutes now to go. Closed guard. All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. We have crossed the midpoint of this fight. Trying to guard pass here, not today.
No, it ain't happening. Good job understanding the transitions.
Lands a strike now from the bottom. Nice work there by Nogueira. Oh, reversal here, DC.
What a way to switch the position. Fantastic movement by the bottom fighter.
Relentless pressure from the top by Nogueira. All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Well, this is some serious pressure from the top by Nogueira. 90 seconds remain in the round. Working out of the half guard here. Nogueira's lower jaw does not look good. I don't think it's broken, but starting to show some obvious signs of swelling. And they separate. Oh!
What a fantastic strike to throw at the exact right moment. He deserves this one. Go finish his fight.
Oh, single collar tie here. Ooh!
Again, back into this position.
Now he gets a more dominant position with the underhook.
He is going to start to drive knees over and over. You got to be careful here. You got to move.
Takedown defense holds up. Well, this is exactly the sense of urgency you're looking for. Try to take the judges out of it. He is lighting them up now. Single collar tie.
Big punch to the clinch.
Well, keep that finger on the punch counter button. 113 total strikes have already landed for Stipe Miocic. And the accuracy rate, by the way, if you're scoring at home, 47% to this point in the fight against Stipe Miocic. All right, single collar tie now. Final seconds of round 3.
Look at the turnover in that kick.
All right, 3 rounds down, potentially 2 more to go. We are headed to the championship rounds. All right, so we now look back at some of the action from that previous round, DC. A lot of good highlights on both sides.
I mean, a lot of good highlights from both competitors. They both should be very proud of what they accomplished. But I'm telling you, man, I'm not sure they can keep this up. If they land at this clip for another 5 minutes, somebody's going to sleep.
You ready to fight? You ready? Let's do it.
Shot is blocked there by Nogueira. Well, just as he did in the previous round, he continues to connect on a high volume of strikes. And a good sign, too, doesn't seem to be slowing down whatsoever. Oh!
He's in trouble. He's hurt bad. Wow.
Glancing right hand lands upstairs.
Another one. Yep.
That is it.
He's done. He's done.
Again, the winner here was so aggressive with his onslaught that ultimately appeared as though the outcome was an eventuality. So if you're the referee, you got to protect the fighter, and I thought he did a good job of doing just that. All right, DC, no telestrator tonight, but we're going to get you some highlights from this one. This was a fight that had it all, and for my money, his best performance to date.
His best performance to date in the biggest moment. In the biggest moments, you got to show up. And that's exactly what he did tonight. He used every bit of his skill to get the job done.
We go right inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer. He has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 41 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by knockout and still the undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Stipe Miocic.
All right, so we hear and still tonight, our UFC heavyweight champion came in with a lot of pressure, a lot of height, and he successfully defends the title here tonight.
With all that pressure, he never changes his approach. He always does exactly what he says he's going to do, and he remains the champion in the UFC's biggest and most dangerous division.